In the next exercise, we're going to do the whole push and pull in one motion. But before we do that, I would like to show you another really good exercise, which again Bruce Becker showed me a while back. Basically, we start with a French grip position, as we spoke, and you might want to flatten your hand on the pad like this, just so you can get that basket shape for the French position. From there, we're going to put the stick in the last joint of the index finger, join the thumb like this, and there you have a French grip position. From there, we're going to use mainly the arm and the energy of the stick coming up. As you can see, I'm not rotating my wrist and I'm not using my wrist at all. It should be easy and it should feel very natural and very perpetual. The other hand, using the whole arm. We are now going to use some of this anatomy or choreography within the push and pull technique. So the first clip in this series ended with this exercise: 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2. From here, we can use that trampolining motion to create the whole push and pull in one motion, like this. As you can see, I'm using some of the energy of the stick and channeling it through my arm here. So here is the trampolining and the push and pull. So you can see I'm using some of the characteristic of this movement within the push and pull. And that trampolining is really great to open the hand and really feel the bounce and what's happening with the stick. It's really going to help us follow the journey of the stick and channel that energy into the right places. A little piece of advice here: try not to close too hard. Or as Bruce Becker says, don't slam the door like that. The second stroke, the pull, just happens. And if you get into the habit of trampolining as well as pushing and pulling, you'll feel that in quite an easy way. You can do that both hands as well. For this exercise, try not to exceed this speed. In actual fact, you can do it even slower. One very important thing I would like to point out here, and this is again quite crucial because all this is very basic and important. When you're doing the push and pull, using the trampolining, I want to draw your attention to a few things, a few points. The first point is that I want you to try and feel the contact of the stick with all the fingers, especially the small finger, the ring finger, and the middle finger. Of course, the thumb and the index finger too. But when you're doing this, I would really like you to feel the contact. And when I say feel the contact, feel where the stick is lying in each finger. For instance, in the small finger, it lays here, more on the fingertip. And in this finger here, in the ring finger, it kind of lies very similar to where it lies here, on the last joint. And while here, we are slightly, maybe like in the middle here, in the middle of the second joint here. Okay? So just feel that contact. Where is that stick lying in the finger? Okay? Another really important thing, try to feel that energy of the stick as if the stick is leaning on the fingers. It's leaning on the fingers. And as it's leaning on the fingers, it's opening them. Okay? On impact. We are opening the hand. It's pushing the hand to an open position. And the last thing, as a reminder, just feel that trampolining, that energy going into the arm. Okay, so these 3 points of awareness will really help you to really get detail of what it feels like to play push-pull and to direct the stick in a very conscious manner, in a very aware manner. And I think that this one is a very crucial exercise to get down before you do anything else push and pull. The second exercise that you can do is very similar, although the rhythm will change. It's a little bit like a shuffle beat. So it's the same thing, but just in triplet feel. Playing the first and the last note of the triplet. And again, I'm using that trampolining thing. Another exercise that will strengthen that feeling of trampolining is the following exercise. Again, very slow and very simple exercise. And it goes like this. We're going to do 1 bar 4-4 trampolining and 1 bar 4-4 push and pull, like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and stop. And 1, 2, 3, 4, push and pull. And back to trampolining and push and pull. This exercise should strengthen that path of movement. Now in the next exercise we're going to combine the shuffle beat that we've learned earlier with simple triplets. So we're going to have 1 bar 4-4 in shuffle beat and then just the triplet. And again, slowly and easy. 1, 2, 3 and start. And 1, 2 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4 and triplet. Shuffle beat and triplet. 1. Notice that when I played the triplets, the trampolining was not so much there as before. The trampolining thing is really good when you're playing in slow speed and also to get your hand a bit looser. Now, when we play in faster speeds, such as the triplet that we just played, the movement is becoming smaller and smaller and morphing into more of a wrist motion. In the case of French grip, it's a sideways movement. So again, when I play the triplets, I will not use the trampolining so much as before. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1.